So you hear about this guy named The Rock? You know him?
No. Oh, the guy from the
Dwayne
TV show?
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the guy
Young
from the TV
Rock.
show, Young Rock. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. Good dude. So,
They're making a
uh,
character from that TV show? That's crazy.
I know it's wild. So, the rumor's been going on for quite a bit, and now there's another one being added on here. Wrestle Purist at Wrestle Purist talks about it. The idea of The Rock being at Royal Rumble and WrestleMania was talked about behind the scenes. The plans for the Mania main event need to be locked in by mid-January. Originally, the belief was that if his schedule allowed, Rock would do likely his last match at Mania versus Roman Reigns. So the WrestleMania part we all kind of knew about. Seems like it may happen. The Royal Rumble part, that's wild. So I want to ask you this, Putty. Would it be a mistake to have The Rock in the Royal Rumble and win?
I want to say yes. There's been many Royal Rumbles back in the day, not recently, but back in the day. I'm talking about in the last 10 years, where somebody comes in and we know going into it they're winning. Oh, they're winning. Chris Benoit, he's going to win the Royal Rumble. Rey Mysterio, he's going to win the Royal Rumble. The storyline going into the Royal Rumble, we know who's going to win. Yet the Royal Rumble was still entertaining. The performance was fantastic. Does The Rock need to be in the Royal Rumble to earn a title shot against Roman Reigns? Hell no.
No,
But
absolutely not.
the winner of the Royal Rumble earns a title shot at WrestleMania.
Correct.
So it's going to be The Rock versus Roman Reigns. It doesn't seem like they're going against our plan we made a couple weeks ago, but they're going to split the belts up. It seems like they're sticking to one title defense. It's going to be The Rock Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Where's the winner of the Royal Rumble do?
Yeah, they.
So yeah, it seems obvious.
They doesn't necessarily. They don't. It's not definitely set in stone that they're not splitting up the championships.
No, not,
Roman Reigns can still defend both nights. WrestleMania is 2 nights now. That's a norm going forward.
Absolutely. But they're not. Doesn't seem like they're going that way yet. Again, it's only December. Plenty of time still.
I mean, apparently, rumor is Cody Rhodes may win the Rumble. That's a
my first thought.
Theory going around.
Yeah, that was my first thought. That makes sense. But okay, I'm not a big fan of The Rock winning the Royal Rumble, but I'm not against it either because it makes sense. That makes him into the picture again. It's good. The Rock was champion a couple years ago. John Cena won the Royal Rumble.
I mean, wasn't that the case? More in a couple years now. Yeah.
Everything starts together when you're my age.
It's like 10 years ago now.
That was it? Holy shit. No. Yeah, 10 years ago. Wow, that's crazy. But that makes sense. You knew it was going to happen, but it worked. So I'm not going to write this off. It all depends on how they do it. Triple H in charge. If Rock enters the Royal Rumble, we know he's going to win. Obviously. But okay. We know it's going to be Rock Roman Reigns anyway.
I mean, my problem with
I'm saying I'm agreeing with it. But how else do you put Roman Reigns? What does the winner of Royal Rumble do?
Here's the thing, though. The Rock doesn't necessarily need to face Roman Reigns for a championship. That's still going to be a marquee match no matter what.
Absolutely.
That's still a main event match no matter what. Again, going back to the fact, I have to stress this, WrestleMania is 2 nights, right? The Rock could easily face Roman Reigns on one of those nights, probably the closing night, and Roman Reigns could defend the championship the night before against the Royal Rumble winner. The Rock, for him to win the Royal Rumble, and I love The Rock, but the fact that if he were to win the Royal Rumble, I believe that takes away a spot from someone else to win it. It's unnecessary for him to do it.
I agree. Unnecessary. But it makes sense storyline wise. Okay.
How does it make sense storyline wise?
How else are you going to put The Rock Roman Reigns? You're not doing Roman Reigns defending 2 titles on 2 nights. We've talked about this.
I just said he doesn't have to defend it. He doesn't have to defend it both nights. He can defend it.
But Roman Reigns is not wrestling 2 nights.
Storyline wise, you don't think The Rock and Roman Reigns could create an effective storyline where they face each other at WrestleMania without a championship?
Yes, we're rehashing all the arguments. Yes, I do believe so. I don't think this needs to be for the title. But I don't see
I'm saying you don't. But
4 months' time.
That's not the question. That's not the question either. That's not the question. I'm saying for The Rock and Roman Reigns to somehow, some way get this match going, no matter what, without the Royal Rumble. You don't think they could creatively do
But
that? There
no,
is a
yes,
story
yes.
there.
Again, we're rehashing old arguments. Yes, I don't think he needs to win the Royal Rumble here. The Rock is already built in the family thing. There's many storylines we can go here. It's fucking The Rock. Rock can walk in and do whatever the fuck he wants.
Right. Fucking
But I don't
the Rock.
see.
The Rock could walk in WrestleMania day of without cutting a promo before that, cutting a promo on Roman there, and they
Okay.
have an impromptu match. That would still work. Like,
Yeah, he did it in WrestleMania 32 in Dallas. He just walked in and
right.
had an impromptu match. That's a good.
Granted, this would probably be longer, but
Yeah, I don't think he needs to win the Royal Rumble here.
no,
We're
he
saying
doesn't.
that. I don't think he needs to
Okay,
win for the
so
title
we
here.
agree here.
This is
Okay,
old arguments. Yeah, we talked about this many times in the past. We're on the same page here. But going into the creative locker room here, how else do you book Roman Reigns defending the title against the Royal Rumble winner and The Rock? They're not having him defend Wrestle 2 nights.
you don't
They're
think you're
not.
gonna have him wrestle both nights?
No, hands
This
down,
is a
no.
huge WrestleMania. It's at SoFi Stadium, one of
Yeah,
the biggest
absolutely.
stadiums in the United States right now, in LA.
Yeah, close to almost in comparison to Dallas. Dallas is a huge stadium. One
Roman
wrestle one night.
Reigns.
Roman Reigns,
That's an attraction right there, man. It's never been
absolutely.
done. It could be creatively done, or the fact that you have him wrestle both nights. It's not like he's wrestling both. We've seen them. We've seen it happen where they wrestle the same night. Lex Luger, Bret
Yes,
Hart against Yokozuna.
yes, totally agree. Again, I agree with you. I don't see though them doing that this time. They didn't do it
Same
last
bloodline,
year.
by the way. Same bloodline too.
They didn't do it last year. They had opportunity to do it last year. They didn't do it this year. Roman Reigns has 2 belts.
It's
They
different
don't.
this
They
year, though.
seem to be promoting him as one champion. My hopes of them splitting those titles up doesn't seem to be coming to fruition anytime soon. Your idea of him defending one belt one night, the other belt the other night, a couple months ago, perfect sense. I love that idea. Here we are on the doorstep of the road to WrestleMania. I don't see them doing that way. Everybody wants to see The Rock Roman Reigns for some reason. Okay.
Apparently, not everyone. I've heard some comments here about The Rock. He doesn't need this. He doesn't need to win the championship. He doesn't need to be in a championship picture. He doesn't need to be in the Royal Rumble. Get
No,
rid of all
he
part
didn't need it
timers.
10 years ago.
Right. And these are coming from Rock fans, even. But
Yeah.
I personally,
WWE could use it.
I listen. I mean, WWE wins
Yeah.
from this for
Yeah,
sure.
right. Especially dusting the
There's no
dirt off
denying that.
coming out of the event scandals. It'd be great. But
I'm not naive to think to have The Rock in the Royal Rumble or the rumors of him possibly in the Royal Rumble is not going to generate a better business for them. Like, yeah, just even having this out there right now, even if The Rock doesn't show up, more eyes are going to be glued to TV to see the possibility that The Rock is going to come out when 3, 2, 1 hits and his music come up. That's a thing.
I still don't believe he's going to be in the Rumble.
You don't think this is
I'm hearing
bullshit?
this. I heard this Royal Rumble rumor today.
Yeah.
As we're talking about it, I just don't see Rock entering the Royal Rumble and being around WWE for 3 months. I think this is all
Right.
fantasy booking. It makes sense. Because again,
Part
then what does the winner of the Royal Rumble do if it's The Rock, Roman Reigns?
part of me, and originally, what, I listed this question as, because even from this tweet here, if you read that line, the plans for the Mania main event need to be locked in by mid-January. It seems like this is not still set in stone for them to face each other at WrestleMania. The Rock is a very busy man.
Very busy. Busy man in
Extremely
Hollywood.
busy. Yeah. And there's a chance that he can't commit to this. So then what is their plan B? They have to have a plan B in place for a huge main event. Again, SoFi Stadium, WrestleMania.
I'm sure they have a plan B. I'm sure they have a plan C. I'm sure they have a plan D.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they
So
do. They'd be dumb if they didn't. And they're not dumb individuals running this company right now. It does make me
right
wonder
now, wow. What a slam
what
against Vince McMahon. Wow.
it does make me wonder what that plan B is, because it's got to be big.